Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video counting down and ranking all of the episodes we've had so far on The Walking Dead Season 5. Going to go for the entire half season from episodes 8 to 1. Which ones are the best? Let's count them down. Let's rank them in order, worst to best. Alright, and yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen Coda yet, you haven't seen the mid-season finale yet. So this is one video I was looking forward to doing, I really wanted to do, because this is kind of a controversial one. It's hard to kind of, pick out which one's better than another and try to rank them down. So I do the best I can, of course, and this is my list. Everybody has their own preferences, which episodes they like best, which sections they like best, but based on the interest that I've seen for The Walking Dead, and this season, and of course doing the reviews, talking with you guys over the course of the half season, this is the ranking that I got from worst to best. So we'll count them down. All 8 will be ranked, and of course when we get into the next half season, maybe I can do like a top 5 best from the entire season, right? I think that makes sense. So without further ado, let's get started with it. So at number 8, I'm gonna put episode 4, which is Slabtown. So yeah, I do think Slabtown is probably the weakest episode of the season. Not to say it's bad. It's actually, I did really enjoy it a lot because it was the episode when we got to find out what happened with Beth, where she was at. We got to get her kind of time skip part where it filled in the blanks for where she has been since late season 4. So it was a really good episode, but with regards to The Walking Dead compared to the others, it, for me anyway, is the weakest so far of the season. So that'd be at number 8. Number 7, I'm going to put The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 5, which is Self-Help. So, of course, the episode with Abraham and, the Glenn and the group. Also, I really did like that episode a lot, too. You guys saw the review of it. Really liked it a lot, but, I like every episode of The Walking Dead pretty much regardless. So that one for me would be next in order. I put that at number 7, 7th best, second from the worst. So, at number 6, I'm going to put episode 6, which is Consumed. Some things about that episode that are really, really cool, and I almost wanted to put it higher because we got to see the cityscape again, which was really something. It's a memorable episode, I think, and of course the ending is really exciting when Carol gets hit by the car, and just the overall environment, how different it is from what we're used to for the series. It's an awesome episode, but for me, I'm going to put it at number 6. And number 5 is going to be episode 2 from season 5, which is called Strangers. That was the episode where Bob, of course, gets captured by the hunters. And for the most of that, the reason why I put it higher than Consumed is just because of the ending, basically. I mean, that is one of the scariest moments in all The Walking Dead. Now, for people that read the comic books, you might be a little desensitized to it because you've already seen that happen to Dale. But with Bob in the TV series, it was a nice switch, and also I think anybody who's watching it the first time would have been really just shocked and horrified by that scene at the end. It was a really great way to end an episode. So, and of course we were riding high off the amazing premiere, which of course we'll get to pretty soon. So that's going to be number 5. Number 4, I'm going to put episode 7, which is Crossed, which it is a really good episode. They made some choices here that they filled it out a little bit. I feel like with kind of the fishing stuff with Glenn's group and that, we probably didn't need to see a lot of that. But they could have concentrated a little bit more on Rick's group capturing Dawn's people, which again, they really could have done a lot more action with the Grady Memorial group, with Dawn's group, and they didn't choose to go down that route. I still enjoyed it. Maybe I'll do a video giving my thoughts on whether or not the finale was a disappointment, because actually IGN has done one, that exact topic basically, and it seems like a lot of people were kind of disappointed with the finale, so I could give my thoughts on that, so maybe I will get into that after. But yeah, the lead up to it, it was really good. It was really, you had the good fight between, Daryl and that other bald guy from Dawn's Group, the bigger guy, right? So there was some awesome scenes and it was really exciting. And I did like Cross quite a bit. It was a pretty good lead up to the finale, even though I feel like they could have had a little bit more action in there. But I'll still put it at number 4. Number 3 is actually going to be the season finale itself, which would be episode 8, which would be Coda. That's compared to the other episodes. Finales and premieres, for the most part, should always kind of be near the top, I feel like, because those episodes are your big, those are your big episodes right there. They get the most views, they get the most ratings right off the bat because people expect them to be big, and they have to they've got to fulfill that. They've got to live up to the expectations for each one. This one, like I said, some people were disappointed. I wasn't disappointed, but yes, I do think it would have been cool if they would have gone guns a-blazing and gone that route instead. But we have seen quite a bit of that in The Walking Dead. We saw that with Too Far Gone. Season 3, there was a lot of back and forth and a lot of fighting and a lot of gunfire and a lot of different things like that happening. So maybe they just wanted to go a different route with this one. They didn't want to set it up that every time there's another group, there's going to be a huge gun battle with tanks and explosions and all kinds of stuff. With regards to the budget, it would have been really hard to do. And I think to tell you the truth, consumed, even though it just featured Noah, and then of course you had Daryl and Carol, even though it was just a few characters, I feel like that episode was probably very expensive to do, being that it was in the city and everything and the amount of zombies and stuff. So maybe their budget was just not the biggest for the finale, but for me, I wasn't disappointed. But like I said, I could do a whole video just on that. I'm still going to rank it at number 3 compared to the others. That's episode 8. That's Coda. So the second best episode for me, which is strange to be here, but The Walking Dead does this a lot. A lot of times, their episode 3 from each season is like, it's not a finale, it's not a premiere, but it's a lot of times it's on the same level. Don't you guys think? Like if you look at season 2, it was Save the Last One with Shane, one great episode, right? Awesome episode from that season, definitely a standout. Season 3, we had the one with let's see, was that, I'd have to look it up now, but that was around the time when you had the governor, his introductory, and then you had Killer Within. So again, they have this big kind of around episodes 3, 4. A lot of times they have this big episode. Season 4, I believe that one was around where we saw that herd, so that was pretty awesome. And then of course now season 5 with 4 walls and a roof. I mean, this episode was really incredible. I mean, they could have gone a lot of different routes with it. They decided to kind of blast through the Hunter story arc, which I feel like they could have let it go for a while longer, and it would have been maybe even better. But because they condensed it and they just had it a few episodes in this season, that episode right there when Rick's group actually wins, oh man, you've got Bob's death, of course, you've got Sasha, you've got Martin, you've got Tyrese, you've got Rick and Gareth and the promise and everything. Just an awesome episode. I even questioned putting this one at number 1, but I ended up going with second overall because even though I really love to see the ending of the Hunter story arc, the Termites, the Terminus character story arc, man, it was really, really a solid episode. It was really good. So I'm going to put it at number 2. Then, of course, number 1 is going to be the season premiere, No Sanctuary. I mean, it kind of goes without saying. Yes, there weren't, any major survivor deaths in that episode by itself. But even still, it was one of the best episodes The Walking Dead has ever had. It'd be right up there with Too Far Gone for me in a top 5 or top 10. It would have to be near the top. It'd have to be like number 2, number 3, something like that. With Carol, of course, assaulting, attacking, Terminus blowing the place sky high and getting everybody out of there. And, there was the Mary death, right? So there was that one. And, it was just, wow, man, really, really exciting stuff. And there was the stuff with Martin and Tyrese. It was an incredible premiere. And I saw the reaction online from people from that. I mean, it was the next day, that Monday after that premiere came out, people were just buzzing for the season. They were already saying that this is going to be the best season of The Walking Dead ever. If you compare it to some of the other premieres we've had, I mean, it was just amazing. It was a really, really amazing premiere. It was climactic in a premiere, which is strange. You don't usually see, you know, like a premiere episode where it's like a finale almost. You know, it was so big and just so grand and so awesome. So that's my ranking. You know, let me know what your guys' are, which episodes you like best, which ones were worst for you. If you had to rank them, count them down, what would you go with as your favorite episode or maybe favorite few? Write them in the comments below. For me, I'll go over them again. At number 8, Slabtown. Number 7, Self-Help. Number 6, Consume. Number 5, Strangers. Number 4, Crossed. Number 3, Coda. Number 2, Four Walls and a Roof. And number 1, my favorite, of course, it's going to be No Sanctuary. So those are my thoughts on this one, guys. Let me know what you think. Write your comments below. If you like the video, do me a favor. Please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it. Please favorite it. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a character spotlight on Beth. And then I'll do one on Dawn after that as well, too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all of that and what your favorites were. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. As always, it's Trev. Saying peace.